It was just a typical Forsaken night. Too much liquor, and my unconscious body sprawling across the desk. What a sight. Fortunately, there was no one to see it. No one who cared. Alive, at least. Once a superstar detective, now a society's deadweight. Relic rotting in a world of cyber geezers. Losing work to OGs, hackers, and robocops. No jobs, no money, no friends. It could have been worse, I lied to myself. At least I didn't sell my soul to some cybernetic mumbo-jumbo. But Lady Death was already at my doorstep. I could feel it in my gut. All I had to do is wait a little longer. My head. I slid open the drawer on the right side of my desk. Long use had worn the handle to welcome my fingers. What at first glance looked like a rat's nest was actually a pile of overdue bills and eviction notices. They'd make a nice fire starter. I shifted the papers around to see if they were hiding anything interesting. Something solid and heavy slammed against the inside of the drawer.
Easy, fuckface.
A familiar voice spoke inside my head.
Familiar? Now that's just low. First you leave the hottest Spartan you ever could have dreamed of for another broad, and now this? So damn it, Cooper. If she was such a good partner, she'd stay, like me. But I'm a forgiving type, so here's an offer. Take me for a ride, like you once did, you pathetic sob. Wield me like the majestic, badass, death-dealing tool should be wielded. Own it!
I shoved the papers aside to get a better look. It was my old service weapon. A TT-88. Automatic. Black as the underworld's basement.
What did you expect? A tiny girl living in your desk drawer?
I holstered her. I could use the company. Cells of my palm celebrated the reunion with the lost phantom limb.
Oh yes, I'm thirsty, Daddy.
Let's get you a drink then.
Those are the words a girl longs to hear.
New messages. None. New job inquiries. None. Pleasant surprises. None. The only thing of interest was the scandalous and tragic local news, with the saucy headlines. Cyber investigators impaled on the job. Always wondered who came up with these BIONS mots. All the journalistic babble distilled, it said that 3 upper-crust investigators had been impaled at the Tresh Corner early this morning. I decided to add this to my daily stroll route. I wondered if Jim was still selling Chivapi fried rice. I could grab some. Nothing but chickens here, feeding on a corpse. Walk! The Solcent specialty of the pit. 1 part sweet mushrooms, 1 part kick from a disgruntled mule, and 98 parts industrial alcohol. Like a good hard punch on the nose. Helps me keep my edge. The bottle was almost empty. I needed a refill from the Scray. If I can scratch up some creds, that is. A mountain of muscle, fat, and jerry-rigged utility-class Augs burst through my office door. He was monstrous, almost grotesque. His breath? Whew, even more so. I didn't take any chances. I drew my gun. Stay right there, and let me see those hands.
Please, no shoot, Mr. Compare. Boss say no guns.
Let's be civilized here, Johnny boy. This isn't gang turf anymore. We've got protocols to follow.
You broke into my apartment. That means I can shoot you where you stand.
Less talking, more shooting.
Technically, it's not your apartment if you don't pay the tax.
Technically, if I riddle you with lead, there's no one to collect the taxes, so...
Let's keep it civilized, Johnny boy, okay?
You call breaking and entering civilized?
As I mentioned, it's not actually yours anymore, and protocol says that after an hour of knocking, we are obliged to break in and provide first aid, or arrange post-mortem recycling, depending.
Keep running your mouth, and it's me who'll be doing the recycling. And I might not wait until you're dead.
Hey, I don't like it either, but it's not my fault you don't have an honest job or that you're behind on your taxes. You got yourself into this, my friend. Now be a man and face the consequences. Don't take it out on a couple of working stiffs.
Oh, he liked it.
It's time to show them the old dance moves, partner. Separate the men from the red spatter on the walls.
You can't be serious. This is the pit, not some old-timey western.
Time to dish out the lead. Who's hungry?
The big guy was jacked head to foot with cyber enhancements, but he still couldn't dodge a bullet. Then again, my beef wasn't with that lummox, strictly speaking.
He's the bigger threat, though.
Buzz, on the other hand, that clown was really working my nerves.
Yes, one bullet might not drop the big guy, but let's give Buzz a gift he'll never forget. You what?
My piece coughed. Time stood still. Without hesitation, the oaf came at me like a speeding train. And you know what? I embraced it. The pain, the darkness. It was what I deserved.
You're right about that, pansy.
I woke in pain to a breathtaking view. Across from my desk sat the smoothest, longest, most scantily clad pair of legs I'd ever dreamed of. Wearing a dress fashioned from a ridiculously luminous, scarlet as sin, out of this world material, mind-numbingly beautiful. Perched in my chair like she owned the place.
I have a job for you, detective.
You sure don't look like one of my usual clients, miss.
For the sake of this conversation, you can call me D.
Why only one D? I see, two there, Miss Double D's.
You are playing with fire, detective.
Well, you are hot.
And I'll send you to hell if you don't shut up and listen.
I can at least pretend.
I made sure that your troubles with local tax collectors and their apish enforcers go away forever. I've also taken the liberty to pay all of your outstanding bills.
I knew exactly what that meant. I've survived worse.
I'm giving you an opportunity. It's not easy negotiating with local law enforcement, especially when one of them has been threatened with a gun. Luckily, they like creds much more than their pride. If I didn't intervene, you'd wake up in jail, or worse.
I get it. You like me, but honestly, you're not my type. Thanks for the help, though. She shuffled in that chair like that gorgeous tushy was on fire. I guess she wasn't accustomed to being rejected. She was kinda cute fuming like that.
I didn't do it to help you. I did it so you can help me. You're a good detective, and I need you to do your job. That's all. In other words, I own you now.
Scary. So, what's the gig, Double D?
A girl is missing. I want you to find her.
A zoo visit for the rich uppers.
Yes, she is curious about savage beasts like you.
I thought you uppers had a bigger budget for this kind of emergency.
We do. The best bullsack security was deployed moments after she went off the grid. That was at 9:10. Find out what happened to them.
I turned the green screen towards her. She took a moment to scan it.
Yes, that's them. Check that out. They might still be useful.
Tell me about this girl.
Her name is Lucy, a Class A+ citizen, 7 years old.
Wow. You didn't say she was only a kid. What was she doing out here alone?
7 decimal years. That's the equivalent of chronological 19. In fact, it was her 19th birthday.
How do I find her?
Here's a photo. Reconstructed moments before she went off the grid.
She leaned forward, filling the straining fabric of her dress with her plump melons. My hormones jolted awake from a deep slumber, and my head began to float. Guts twisting, fingertips tingling. It was her turn to play, with me. A standard spoiled rich upper cruster kid with green eyes and pearly white teeth. Foolishly smiling, with no clue where she's going. Synthesized hair color matched the iridescent blue of her oversized hood, atop a pine green bolero. Behind her, fragment reconstruction showed 3 young men, messing around and laughing. Probably her friends. They were on a metro train that took them to the end of the world. That was the place to start the investigation. Her friends, did they return?
They came back at 021 hours. They were severely intoxicated and immediately placed in intensive care. They're in no state to be interrogated, so they're pretty much useless. If they do reveal any crucial information, I'll make sure you get it. But don't rely on that. You live in the Sentinel Forsaken Pit, after all.
I guess I've got no other choice but to get to work then. You know I don't come cheap.
Of course you don't. I transferred the funds to your account. It should be enough to cover your expenses while you search. Do this job right, and you might even get a bonus.
Got your back, partner.
I holstered the gun.
That badass PI act can fool a rich upper in a BIONS sex toy, but not me. You can actually do your job, you know that. Take this chance. Prove it yourself. I can help you.
Always something to prove. This tense bitch. I can't even.
Good partners are hard to find these days.
I tolerate this only 'cause it's a threesome. You hear me?
No idea who transmitted the radio signal, but it was darn good. A truly horrific necktie was hanged around my ceiling fan. The metro station. Huh. This is where Lucy landed in the pit. All I need to figure out is what happened after that. The locals refurbished it into some kind of tourist trap. A welcoming destination for uppers, with a bunch of shops and a bona fide info kiosk. Well, at least it's not a drug den anymore. Ugh. Travel agency enticing tourists with its moldy walls and soggy brochures. It seemed like a promising place to look for clues. The welcoming committee, though. Sharing is caring.
Huh? What?
Man, the look on this fucker's face.
What the fuck, Yabano? Give that back! I got that for my client as a gift! It's high quality meat, you fuck!
Ugh. You need better clients. This tastes like dog meat.
It's kolenica, bro, and a fucking good one! Not that printed shit at homos.
Huh. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. I still can't even see the tiniest bit of natural fat there.
That's because kolenica isn't supposed to. What?
Upper girl's gone missing. Here's the pic. What?
Nah, some freelancer must have grabbed him.
Freelancer?
Yeah, those assholes who take the uppers to Inferno, or whichever club they have a deal with. Fuck them fancy bastards. They dress all nice and steal the uppers from us working people.
Because a cranky, greased-up pity is a better option?
Fuck you too, bro. Give me back my woolchuck. I'm hungry.
That meant lunch in local patois.
Look how much meat is missing from this bone.
Thanks for the snack. And get some standards, will you?
Go fuck yourself, you privileged fuck.
Well, that's a first.
Classy act, John.
Yeah, boy! Lube up that artery, Coops!
Be seeing ya. Bootleg perfumes, synthetic tobacco, and any combination of the two. A rabbit hole of suspicious wares was calling to me.
Ah, hello, hello. Welcome to my cart of wonders. Quality is always recognized.
Ah,
my friend, let me first interest you in my quality wares. You smoke, yes? I have some nice pre-rolled homemade tobaccos, soul grown on the Cloud Islands. Special shipment, yes. I give it to you for a special price of 20 creds per box. I have a very special shipment of tobaccos just for you. Soul grown, pre-rolled, homemade, straight from Cloud Islands. Special price today only, 20 creds for a box.
his relentless verbal bombardment was more than my brain could process. Thanks. I'm well stocked for now.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing, my friend. Need something else? Perfumes, some clothes, fancy old analog watches, maybe?
Not really. At least not right now. Let's focus on something else.
Ah, but that's not how this thing works, brother. Come on, scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. It will be fun.
Yeah, I'll scratch this moron's back real good.
We all play our roles, John. Just indulge the man.
Look, I don't give a damn about your junk. Today I want to trade in intel. Here's my final offer. Answer my questions, and I don't put a bunch of holes in your merch. What do you say?
Wait, man, no need for that. Come on. We're all just trying to make a living here.
A well-timed threat can work wonders. Even make people misplace their accents. Huh. Looks like we got a deal then. This is the missing upper girl I'm looking for. Name's Lucy. Take a good look. Guza was a real method actor, but when he saw the photo, the shrewd trader facade slid off his face like a buttered pancake.
Ah, yes. She was kind, friendly, curious. She sampled many perfumes. I tried to sell her best ones, make her happy, you know?
There's genuine warmth in his eyes.
And the best actor in this episodic series award goes to anyone but this asshole.
Did she say anything about their plans or where they were going? I'm gonna have to try. Anything else? Who is she with?
There was a lot of traffic that night. I have to keep an eye on my wares or they wander away on their own. You know how it is. Do you need anything else?
Later, Guza.
You know where to find me, brother. I assure you, you'll find no better deals anywhere in the pit. See you later.
I thought there was no easy way to describe the wretchedness of life in the pit. But these two creatures, they epitomized it.
Hello, my friend. Radmoy? Come. Buy umbrella. Come on. It's tripping outside. Like our prices. Real cheap, like you won't believe, yeah?
A defeated man. Sad and bitter. He couldn't sell an umbrella in a dome city with non-stop condensation issues. Huh. Imagine if we were showered with real rain for a change. Just another relic of a bygone era, I guess.
Real rain. Wouldn't that be something?
Funny accent. Like from old movies. You actor?
Hey there, pretty man. Very handsome. Wanna come in? Have good times with your Savitsa?
Savisa, come on. I'm standing right here.
The wife was obviously a retro freak, like me. Everything else about her was, disturbing.
Oh, Mazel. You know I have no choice. You haven't sold an umbrella for a week. It's not that I enjoy having to charm this handsome man. Wink, wink.
Did you just say wink, wink?
A rare treat, I have to admit. The screamy salesman began sweating so profusely, he could have clogged the sewers all on his own. I mean, she's making some compelling arguments, Mazo. Questions first, though.
Yeah. Let's get done with the boring part. What you need, honey?
Savisa,
John, what are you doing?
This is the upper girl I'm looking for. Seen her?
Oh, poor girl. Looks so happy to be here. If she knew it would be your end.
Okay, let's not jump to any conclusions just yet.
I bet she would love to buy one of my newest umbrellas.
Mazo! Fuck your umbrellas, that girl might be dead. This cuck is just begging for an umbrella. Up his ass!
He deserves this life.
Calm down. We don't know what happened to her yet. See you around, Detective.
Come by anytime. Leave alone. It'll be fine.
Huh? I could have sworn I heard a strange mumbling noise from a dark corner nearby. Like someone cheerfully singing while being choked. I squinted in the direction of the creepy voice and discovered what looked like a makeshift hobo shelter, cobbled together from faded guide placards and disintegrating leaflets.
My sweet sees a lot of girls. Is she pretty?
My legs nearly gave out. Where are you, buddy? Come on out, let's talk. Patched up tuxedo, funny cap, teeth growing all around its cheeks, and dark gaping holes where the eyes should have been. It tried its best to appear friendly, but I stepped back in disgust. I'll be honest, I didn't expect this.
It's good. Well, it's a really good friend to have.
It was hideous, unbearable, tragic, and twisted. But I hadn't heard that kind of old-fashioned honesty in ages. I decided to trust him. How exactly did you see girls? There don't seem to be any eyes in your head.
Boss. The vessel no sight but white with us. Let him take a look below.
I believed him. After all, I wasn't even sure if those were eye sockets or a friggin' void. And the void likes to look back. That I knew too well.
Sweet. To forget that kind of it. My Richard said he's
You did? I mean, he did?
He did. Came here but with some friends. He passed by this corner, smelled really nice.
And all of a sudden, sadness.
What look at my Smith's vessel, though. They went with some little tricks a good very long. The pretty girls always pick him. But he's a trickster. Yes. I can see it in his eyes.
There was a spark of envy in his eyes, sockets. Wait a minute. Is he competition for you?
Boss. It's not easy making a name as a freelance guy. He did this economy.
Can you describe this good fella to me?
Boy, he is a handsome young lad, real charmer. Not much meat on him, though. And not very tall. Sports a fedora. What in that will get from that.
Almost sounds like a fan of yours.
That works. Thank you.
Time, boss.
Did you take a look at the friends Lucy came with?
We, not really, boss. Molly, there's not in the boy, you know. Not crooked like that.
Crooked? Wow. You're not a very inclusive guide, are you?
No. Elizabeth didn't mean it like that. He meant no cookie doesn't not leaning to that side.
Half past reset, Lucy and her friends allegedly passed through here. See anything?
Elizabeth remember seeing a Paisley being around there past midnight. No Nicky among them. No.
She definitely never left the pit. That's terrible news.
It's good news for your paycheck, moron.
Any idea where this good fella guy took Lucy and her pals?
Elizabeth is thinking.
3 dots.
Well, fellows, quite sporting about his wee eye peak at the end of temptation. You know, and inferno. That's why, yes. Other guys don't have that.
A private deal with the club. Huh. Interesting. It was a good talk. Never expected a decent lead from a mutated man-child fungus. But hey, this is the pit. Anything goes.
We know it's not a bit fair, but Mali's faith requested that we ask you if you could give us that girl's photo.
Whoop whoop! Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Fucking weirdo. I knew it.
He's pure, John. Purer than we could ever be. Save that photo and give it to him later.
This photo is crucial to my investigation. Let's find Lucy first, and then I'll think about it. Deal?
Mali says he's sorry. Told him it was a stupid idea, but he made us ask.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He was cheerful again. Gnarly bastard was actually growing on me. And the feeling was clearly mutual.
I'm glad you're at least considering it.
Hey, boy. Don't forget about Mali's faith. He likes you.
You and pretty little girls. Remember that, Coops.
The pit harbors many meatheads who still consider themselves human, even as they're being devoured by implants and augs. I couldn't ignore the irony of a hideous creature like this one, whose attitude was more humane than all the rest combined. It was a gorgeous Vector Nix Eclipse 3023. A real blast from the past. Abandoned to the mercy of rust. Nothing beats a good old manual.
Coops?
Ooh, imagine cruising the streets in one of these.
Of course, it's locked. If it wasn't, I'd probably take up religion. For a moment, I considered breaking the window and hot-wiring the thing. But if that was an option, it wouldn't be sitting here gathering dust. I needed a key. Not yet, baby. But soon. Oh, soon. You've seen one pair of bouncers, you've seen them all. Thugs. But with a functional brain, sharp manners, better clothes, and broad experience with every kind of bullshit.
Where do you think you're going?
Ah, into this establishment, obviously.
It doesn't work like that, broski.
Well, how does it work?
Every customer needs a working NIN pass or a guide, ideally both. No exceptions.
I'm kind of an analog dude. Don't have an NIN. Are there any, other options?
Wow, really? NIN pass or a guide, no third way.
Alright. Couldn't be simpler. I need a guide to get inside. Or I could snoop around, improvise. I'm looking for...
This isn't an information kiosk. We're busy, so scram.